Oh, we're live now?
Yeah, we're live now.
All
we're
right.
live now.
Well, I wonder if anybody. I wonder if anybody remembered.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, we'll find out real soon. So, hello there. I didn't see you. Welcome to the Famicom Dojo video game podcast, live at No Brand Con 2018.
I don't know if that's entirely true, as the live stream is not coming up on YouTube. So,
what?
I am literally watching it right now.
Ha!
On the Famicom Dojo channel or the SeanOrange channel?
Famicom Dojo.
Really? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I got an alert saying you were live.
You know that you're saying all of this live, right?
Oh, hello, hi. Yes. Okay. Never mind.
I don't think we're live right now, says Vinnk, as we're live. All right. So now that he's convinced we're live, should we do that again?
Yes. Let's do that again.
Apparently someone's voice is, my voice is different. Whose voice is different? I got the chat open right now. All right.
Okay.
All right. So Vinnk?
Yes.
Should we synchronize starting recording our ends?
Yes. I think I should synchronize my end.
Okay. Is everything ready?
Hold on. Okay, Snowball. Okay. I am ready. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1,
1.
Go.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Let's feign ignorance of the cameras in front of us. Just a second.
What cameras?
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Famicom Dojo video game podcast, live from No Brand Con 2018. That was so much better than the first time. Thank you so much for.
Wow. How did all these people get in my room?
That's crazy. Yeah. So I was just remembered all the things I was going to prepare to play through the speakers, and I can't now. I have all these USB ports being used, and none of the files. Oh wait, that's not true. Hold on. I got this. I got you, fam. This is good stuff.
It's called.
This is all going in the pre-show. Before. Yeah. We'll just have to overdub this later. It'll be fine. The audio version, we're better taped, as Vinnk likes to say.
Okay.
It's very true though.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, I'm looking. Oh no, I don't have it. I may have to pot it manually. This is going to be great. This is a fly by the seat of your pants podcasting right now. This is good stuff. All right, Amari tones. One more continue.
All right.
Oh, what the heck is the Groove app? I don't want anything to open with Groove.
We groove it now.
Yeah. That's the stuff.
I love stuff.
This week on the Famicom Dojo video game podcast, we are live at No Brand Con 2018 to talk about the latest news from Sega and Nintendo for the Nintendo Switch. And later we'll probably talk about some other cool video game things, but we haven't done the show yet, so we got to make it all up.
Yay!
Oh, hey, Vinnk.
Oh, hello, SeanOrange.
How are you doing?
Pretty good. Now that we've established that we are in fact live. Yes, hello.
Yeah. So, I got this cool new thing from Phil Bond recently. Have you seen this? Yeah.
I haven't.
Okay. This is the, what the heck is it even called? Like the Pokemon Go Plus. I was gonna say Pro. How embarrassing.
The Plus. Okay. Yes.
He just gave it to me. because Phil's a cool guy that way. Because he already had one. This one was a backup. And so we're at the Chula Vista Resort right now. I haven't played Pokemon Go in for flipping ever, and so I finally fired it up, paired to my Pokemon Go Plus, and now it constantly annoys me whenever I want to do anything. And so all I gotta do is pair it with we're going right now. There's all this stuff. It's not really working. Hold on a second. It's blinking at me, so I don't know. It's trying. There it goes. Whoop. There. Yeah. Now it's. Yeah. So now that's gonna happen. And tell me about all this stuff as we're podcasting, constantly distracting me from the news of the day. And what is the news of the day, Vinnk?
Well, you know what? The news of the day is probably now that you've mentioned about that watch, that's probably going to be the one thing that brings us that has too much signal and is going to bring the podcast down.
Good grief. Okay, I mean that's fair.
Thanks, Phil Bond. Anyway, the news of the day, well, the news of last week is there's a whole bunch of big Sega news.
Well, tell. I have not heard the Sega news.
And you know that we at Famicom Dojo love our Sega news.
Oh, we're all about the Sega.
We do. Well, which one should I start with? I'll start with the one that I care most about.
Sure.
Sakura Wars is coming back.
Woo! All right.
Sakura Wars.
When was the last time that came out? Was that for the Dreamcast? Oh, it's going off again. Good grief.
The last one that really I think the last game released was either the remake of the first two for the PSP or Sakura Wars like Mysterious Dungeon for the Nintendo DS. But the last main series game was Sakura Wars 5, and that came out for PlayStation 2 and was localized for the Wii in the United States.
Oh, there was a Wii version. Okay, I didn't realize. All right.
Yeah, hold on. I'll go get it.
So while you're doing that, I can't do anything with this because I ran out of Pokeballs. Like you just push this button and then nothing happens now. It's going to flash red at me. Yeah. I'm out of balls and I am perfectly like not even within the range of like all three Pokestops. I'm like right in the middle. I can't get to any of them. So I'm going to turn this flipping thing off right now. There.
This is why we never get anything done, Sean. This is why we never get anything done. But yeah, here's the Wii version of Sakura Wars 5. Can you see that?
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah,
it looks nice.
But anyway, 5 was a weird game because it was kind of more of a spin-off than anything. It didn't have the classic characters from the other games, so it was kind of a weird choice for the first one to localize. I suppose it's because it was the newest at the time, but it didn't do well. So,
oh, that's too bad. But it's coming back. Yay!
It is. But we don't know exactly in what form. There have been no details other than it's back. It's probably going to be some mobile game, and I'm just going to cry. Just cry.
Oh, man.
Coming from our live chat, Argus, whatever he says, I'm out of balls. SeanOrange, 2018.
Phrasing.
And apparently we're getting a lot of lag. Lag is our friend. It's probably due to your Pokemon habits.
It's off. I turned it. It's not even going anymore.
All right.
Oh, no. Also, so Taryn, Meep here, who's just talking at us in public, also chatting with us on the YouTubes, which is just so 21st century.
It is.
I gotta say, it'll be fine. Oh gosh. So sorry, Robert, about the too much lag. All right. So how about this? We're gonna talk about Sega. After the break here. We're gonna do a little bit of warm-up exercises while we listen to the messages from our sponsors, which is just us at this point, and we're gonna pretend like we're alive. Whatever the recorded version of the podcast. Does that sound good?
Oh, that
Everyone
sounds.
Yay! All right.
That sounds much better because I'm better taped.
All right. So here we go. Oh my goodness, you people!
Robert wants me to say "Gah," so I'm gonna say "Gah."
All right.
Hey, I recognize a lot of these people. Awesome.
all of a sudden,
is that the T-shirt for this year? Someone come up to the camera, show me the T-shirt, because this is really good for a podcast. Oh man, is that Duct Tape Boy on the front? Yeah. Who is that mysterious man? Okay, anyway.
All right, I'm going to stand back here so that camera can get me.
Is there a Viking there?
Yeah, it's just Camsy, guys.
All right. Which again is really great for the people listening while they're washing their dishes. They were like, "Those Vikings." Okay.
All right. But before we get into the sponsorship, I just want everyone, and we get into the main topic. I want everyone to please stand if you are able and willing. And we're going to get a little warm-up exercises in to make sure that we are all limber to talk about video games, because we don't want to sprain anything, okay? And everyone who was already through the first panel I did today is quite aware of this bit. So you're already good, but you should still probably limber up, because we all ate, right? It's important to do that after eating. That's not true.
All right,
anyway,
I'm ready.
Put your thumbs up. We need to start flexing gently at first. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Okay. Sorry, that was my dad voice. So very good. I think you guys have done this before. I can tell that you are all gamers of some stripe here. That's very, very good. All right, let's move on to the 16-bit years. We got to get those shoulder button fingers all nice. That's good stuff. Okay, right? And
yeah.
We're not gonna do that one. Okay. And then, all right. So since I did this one sit already, now
motion controls.
We have brought our Wii remotes, right?
What? No.
Come on, guys. I warned you at noon. This is going to happen. All right. I'm putting on my strap.
I got a nunchuck.
Like so. Good grief. All right. Everyone, please assume the position. We're going to do some golf first. So let's get ready, everyone. All right. Stand back. Don't hurt anybody else. And ready. And each knee. Oh, very, very good. No injuries so far. I didn't have the hotel sign and liability waiver, so that's really, really good. Okay, next let's do our too much lag.
Sorry.
Each. All right. Next, we'll do tennis. So ready, everyone? Each knee. All I see is your stomach.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
All right. I think we're all limber. Please sit down now. All right. In case anyone was unaware, you can all sponsor the Famicom Dojo podcast for the low price of $15 per second per episode. But we are also running a giveaway to give back to you, the listeners, because you are so wonderful. So we have a video. We'll link it in the notes. But if you find a video on our YouTube channel about these SNES Classic giveaway, and you tweet it, or you post it publicly on Facebook, or you reblog it on, or you just give us a review on iTunes, you have the chance to win SNES Classic from Famicom Dojo. It can if you request it. We also have T-shirts and season 1 DVD.
How do I skip this commercial? How do I skip this?
Listen.
How do I skip this?
So. Good grief. These things are also, except for the SNES Classic, still on sale. If you go to our website, famicom.tv/store. And maybe by the time you listen to this podcast, you'll be like, I want some of those things, and I will sell them to you here after the show as well, as long as I have the sizes available. Now, what we can do is, if you enter the contest, I can get you any size unit up to 5XL, yep. And we will give away 4 sets of T-shirts and DVDs. Only one SNES Classic, though. So out of those 4 ways of entering the contest, we'll pick one of those winners, and then whoever won the category for the others will get the T-shirt and DVD. So, thank you very, very much. And now on with the show.
All right. Hi, Retro Sam.
All right.
Okay.
How am I looking on the streams?
Gorgeous.
Oh, always.
Hey, have you been moisturizing?
Moisturize me. There is some. Did you know like a baby manta ray looks like Cassandra? It creeps me out. It's like they have human like skeletons and they're just flat.
Dude, how many years ago was that episode?
About 13.
No!
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the delay. All right, now we're ready to start the segment.
All right.
So end ad. Okay. So Vinnk, I didn't actually watch the video, and I heard it was all in Japanese anyway, which I could probably understand some of. But it was like this quasi Nintendo Direct type thing, and they were like counting down, and the countdown was to something that we were all excited about, or I was excited about. But what did they announce first, though?
Oh gosh, I don't even know what the order was because I was working, so like I basically just got a summary near the end. So
right.
Let's see. I think I sent you a text with all of the stuff in.
Sure. Well, the first part was there about 15 games or so for the Mega Drive. Does that sound right? That we're going to come to the Switch?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of the early announcements. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's start with that one.
So what do you know? Like what some of those games are?
Yeah, they announced a big list of them, and unfortunately, I think a lot of people were hoping that there'd be some like Saturn and Dreamcast stuff on that list, but
Right.
It's usual Mega Drive, Genesis, and Sega. I think there were some Sega Master System games. I think like the first Phantasy Star.
Huh.
Hold on, let me pull up the list because that hasn't been like finalized either. They just put up a bunch of logos with different names of the different systems that would be featuring. Hold on, let me see if I can find that slide because this is how we do. we look up stuff while we're podcasting.
While you're doing that, apparently your frame rate has dropped to an untenable level.
Yay! Untenable.
It's even unelevenable.
Oh, ouch.
I'll be here all night.
So, yeah, I can't find it.
Okay, so apparently, like, I'm guessing the signal has to like come to me through Wi-Fi and then come back out again. Okay, you look better.
Thank you. I've been moisturized.
All right. Well, there's one thing that I'm for sure believe that this means, and that's that there's not going to be a virtual console for the Switch. Like between Nintendo releasing their arcade stuff, Sega making these announcements, and then all the Neo Geo stuff coming out, like there's like going to be no appetite or market for the console versions of this stuff unless it's Nintendo stuff through their paid service later in the year.
Oh yeah. There's definitely not going to be a virtual console as we knew the virtual console.
Right.
But I think, I mean, there's no way Nintendo's not going to get in on some of that. I mean, there's definitely demand for people who want to play Super Mario 3 again. You know what I mean? There's no arcade version or anything like that. Or maybe,
Balloon Fight.
Yeah, balloon. Yes. Oh, balloon. I like Balloon Fight, but I have it enough times now. Enough times for my life. So
I understood.
But yeah, that so these guys are getting re-released again, and apparently it's M2 is doing the emulation. They do good emulation, so things should look great. But again, like I have these games many times over on different things, so this wasn't the announcement that got me very excited. So,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll probably buy them again because I'm a sucker, but I mean, but like, that's it. Apparently, Robert wants me to say potato, so potato.
Potato?
You see, this is what's wrong with live comments. Anyway,
Oh yeah. The other big news was the Neo Geo Mini, which has not officially been revealed yet.
no, but I mean it's on pretty good sources that
Okay.
that's what it's going to be. I think the games list is not. I think it's still like a work in progress. You know, SNK hasn't felt that it was time for them to release all the information yet. So, it looks
they
like
teased it though. They teased the cabinet under a friggin' tarp or whatever.
Exactly. Yes, it's a tarp.
It's a tarp. Yeah.
But yeah, that thing looks really cool. And speaking of mini systems, I mean, you've already teased our giveaway, right?
Yep.
Okay, you teased the giveaway, and micro consoles are super cool, and it looks like Sega's getting in on them with another mini Sega Genesis. Like, haven't they done this like several times already?
Yeah. It's still out in stores right now. You can find it, unlike the NES Classic and occasionally like the SNES Classic.
Yeah,
you know, it's got built-in stuff and it plays Genesis games. I mean, like, what do they? It's already on the shelves, you guys.
Yep. But those are done by like At Games, and the sound is really bad, and the emulation.
Okay, well, yeah, if the hardware is improved, then maybe, I don't know.
Like if they're actually doing it like like how they've done the mini systems by Nintendo. I think it might be really good. Is there no HDMI on the old one? I don't know. I didn't buy any of those. I know that some of them actually supported putting in actual Genesis cartridges, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's right. Those weren't made by Sega, and I'm assuming this one will be. So it should be a much higher quality product. So, so I'm excited. And same with the Neo Geo Mini, because I hope it's going to be better than the Neo Geo Gold. Do you remember the Neo Geo Gold?
Yeah, and I wanted one and I never did get one, and I'm glad. I don't remember what the deal was. Uh-oh. I'm gonna talk so we don't have to look at his belt. Okay,
so I got one.
It looks huge.
It is, but it's really like a handheld. It's the first hybrid. Switch copied this. See right here. Podcast listeners, I hope you're enjoying these visual things. But it's a micro console. It's a console right there, and you can dock it into this thing, which will allow it to HDMI out to a TV. Can you guys see that?
Sorry, I have it partially covered.
Stop partially covering.
Now they can see it.
Okay, can you guys see this? So it was like a little system here. It had its games on SD cards. It came with a full-size joystick for when you had it docked to your TV through this thing, which looks like a standard AES system with 2 USB ports. It was okay.
How much was it? I don't remember. It was pretty pricey, as I recall.
Yeah, it was like, I didn't pay this much for it, but I think it was $200 when it came out.
That sounds about right.
I mean, I mainly bought it for the box. I mean,
well, by comparison here, say something so it's not on my face anymore.
Oh, okay, sorry. By comparison, did you want the box again? Hold on.
No. So
hey, nice.
Yeah. So this is what was leaked. It's not official yet, but it's got to be what was under that tarp. It looks like, basically an MVS mini, which is everyone else is basically no different. And there are ports like on the sides, on the back to like plug in another controller, HDMI, and no price or games listing that I'm aware of was really announced. But.
Yeah, there was a games list leaked in that same leak, And what's weird about that is it leaked that it would have Samurai Showdown 2 and 4. But look on the picture again. Go up on the marquee.
Oh, okay.
See the stickers that are up there? One of the games listed is Samurai Showdown 1. That's the third game listed, but that's not in the list that leaked. So I think it's not ready for prime time yet, if it's real. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's so weird that they would announce it and then kind of sit on it unless they deliberately leaked it. But whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe they're worried. I don't know. I'm the point being that all of these companies, you know, with the Wii, Nintendo had like this market cornered, and then with the Wii U came, and Nintendo kind of dropped the ball on releasing as much content as they had. Although we got new stuff like Wii games, and we got gun sight games like Duck Hunt, which was pretty cool. But
were there other gun games other than Duck Hunt? I think that was it.
I don't recall, honestly. Did Wild Gunman come out? It might have. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really matter at this juncture, I guess. But I'm excited about the Sega news, right? Even though that pretty much
Hogan's Alley. Did that one come?
Hogan's Alley, maybe.
Okay. Anyway.
But the countdown timer on the Sega video counted down to something that I'm excited about.
Ooh,
I hope you're excited too.
Which one?
Shenmue 1 and 2 HD.
Nice. Yes. Thank you for and I'd like to point out that what's going to finally bring me into buying one of the next generation systems other than a Switch is ports of Dreamcast games. Yes.
Yeah, I think we discussed on the show before that you needed to be convinced to buy a PS4 now, and you're gonna have to get it pretty much for the Shenmue 3 when it comes out.
Well, I've already got that pre-ordered, so that'll be my first. And I've already bought a few PlayStation 4 games, to tell you the truth. I'm anticipating this thing. So,
well, here's what's weird about this announcement, right? It's like they are releasing the HD versions to Xbox One.
Yep.
Right. No announcement for the Switch that I'm aware of, right? But Shenmue 3 hasn't been announced for anything but the PS4 at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we're going to see it on more platforms. I'm hoping they don't leave the Switch out in the cold.
I don't know. It's hard to say because it looks like Sony did some help with the funding on Shenmue 4 in some way. It was announced at Sony's presser.
That's right. It was part of the Kickstarter, right? Like they weren't doing the whole thing through crowdfunding, but they had some supplemental help from Sony.
So I don't know. They might have a timed exclusive. It's a little unclear. Speaking of micro consoles, the new Atari VCS, Robert has reminded me, is also coming.
But what is it? Does anyone know what it is?
Nobody knows. They had like a hands-on video, and it still wasn't hooked up. It was just like them turning it around. I think we're being trolled.
As David Nunes says here, it is real. Whatever it is, it's real.
Yeah, and it says that it's going to include a collection of classic Atari games, but the specs that they released for it show that it's actually a pretty substantial system. So I wonder if it's going to do Atari games from like later generations as well. Come on, Jaguar. I want a Jaguar Mini. Why don't they? Oh, I know what I want. I want a Virtual Boy Mini. Just a tiny little Virtual Boy. You know?
Good grief.
Come on, Nintendo, release the things that I want.
Wouldn't that be nice? I think. Well, I mean, so speaking of Shenmue, right? I kind of wanted to talk about my experience playing Shenmue 2, because I absolutely had to copy my save over from Shenmue 1.
I did this too.
Okay. So you know where this is going. The problem with this is that in the US, Shenmue 2 did not come out on the Dreamcast. The system was dead by then.
Yep.
It did come out on the Xbox, which in a lot of ways is Dreamcast 2. Long story. We'll talk about it some other time.
Ooh.
But yeah, I know, controversial statement of the episode. But so I got a Dreamcast version from Europe instead, which I'm sure you did as well. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I got it back in the shelf over there. Yeah.
So this is what you had to do back in 2002.
2001,
right?
2002. Yeah, I think 2001.
Somewhere
Tail end. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what you had to do. You had to take your VMU, which I wish I would have brought with me as a prop for this. You take your VMU, stick it into your Dreamcast. You go into SegaNet through your browser, and every single Dreamcast came with a dial-up modem. So you could plug it in. There was, through the university I was going to at the time, had a service for students, so I could do this. Now I have to get a broadband adapter to get this to work, and those are pricey. But I went on to SegaNet, uploaded this file to like an email to myself, had to upload the file from the email to a website where you could edit the file, support it over to a format that Shenmue 2 could read, email that file back to yourself, download it from SegaNet onto your VMU, stick your boot disk into the Dreamcast, stick Shenmue 2 into the Dreamcast, and then you pick up where you left off. And then immediately when you land in Hong Kong, all your stuff gets stolen.
Yep, all your stuff gets stolen.
All your money, all your gashapons you collected, every single thing gone.
It did keep your level and some of your fighting techniques though. But oh, hold on. Did I lose you? Hold on. Uh-oh. Hello? Uh-oh. Sean. Oh, good. You're back. Okay, good. I lost you.
Was I gone?
Yeah, you were gone. Were you talking to me?
Yeah, where did I leave off?
I don't know, but for a while the show was just Vinnk. So you were talking about that, and I'm going to tell you that I had to go through almost all those steps, except I had the broadband adapter for the Dreamcast, so that made things a lot easier to connect.
Okay. Well, darn it. Well, the other big thing was that there's a girl in Hong Kong, and like she talks about her birthday coming up, and like you can get her something for her birthday, and it's apparently this really sweet story moment. But because the only thing that mattered that carried over besides my move list was the date I went to Hong Kong, because you can take forever to avenge your father's death in this game, just like any good RPG. Yeah, you do that. And basically on my game save, her birthday wasn't going to be for almost an entire year. And unlike Shenmue 1, you can't really dilly-dally in Shenmue 2 that I'm aware of. So there was no chance for me to have this storyline. I was very disappointed. Well,
I mean, yeah, that happens. That happens. But like again, like on subsequent playthroughs, I don't even bother trying to transfer over the save file, because it doesn't really do all that much. But I like what they did with the Xbox version, where they included Shenmue 1 the movie.
Oh,
Did you watch that?
I don't recall. It's been about 15 years. Oof,
you know what?
16.
You know what? This vengeance on our father's death is old enough to vote.
Well, no. This is kind of a bigger deal to me, because all these classic AM2 games that Yu Suzuki did that were included on Shenmue 1, it will have been longer when Shenmue 3 comes out, that the Shenmue 2 was released, than when those games came out before Shenmue.
Holy cow.
Think about that. Right.
I'd also like to announce that the Shenmue series has a better virtual console than the Switch.
So what you're saying is that Sega's Virtual Console is coming to the PS4 and Xbox One after all.
Yes, it's Shenmue. It's actually, wasn't there a full version of one of the Virtual Fighter games on one of the Yakuza games?
I don't recall, honestly. There were all those QTE arcade games and stuff. That's
QT. QT.
Oh,
right.
goodness. Everyone keeps asking for Super Famicom Dojo in the chat. We'll get there, you guys. What? We'll get there.
What's a Super Famicom?
Oh, yeah. All right. I guess anything else to add to this Sega story before we move on?
Well, there's other Sega news.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't remember what it is, but hold on. Hold on. What did we cover already?
We're better taped, everyone.
I guess I don't care. Okay, that's fine. Let's move on.
Okay. So this is the part where we transition. We didn't actually talk before the show about what our Pile of Shame Future Retro are going to be. So let's talk about it now.
You first.
Well, no, just why don't you? I mean, we'll spoil it for the live stream. Actually, you know what? You're right.
Okay.
Let's. No. I'll just go. We'll just go into it. That
Okay.
sounds good. I'll go first. Let me write it down so I have the notes.
All right.
Hold on. We're better taped. All right.
Uh-oh. Sean. Okay. I'll entertain the crowd while we're waiting. All right. How about a little dancing? Yeah. Okay. All right. Are you not entertained?
All right. So, I guess now it's time for some future retro pile of shame.
Okay.
I guess I'll go first then. I stopped by Phil Bond's place before coming up to No Brand Con. Hadn't seen him in a little while, so I figured we just hang out, catch up. And he had some cool new stuff at his house for the Switch. Can you guess what it was, everybody? What just came out for the Switch? Labo. Nintendo Labo. He had the two sets that I'm aware of that are out, the Variety Pack and the Robot kits. And I'll be honest, I thought it was a kind of neat idea, and I wasn't really on board with it though until I saw it in action. And so everyone's like, "Oh, you spent $70 on a bunch of cardboard. I could do that." Well,
I got a Labo right here. Look, this is box kit number 5, and let's see, what other Labo do I have? I've got a bunch of mini. I got a bunch of mini Labos here. Yeah, those are
good grief.
I'm holding up Magic the Gathering cards. I don't know.
It is analogous. It is analogous to so many things. The first thing that comes to mind, because someone posted like a picture of it on Facebook, was like, when's the Lego version coming? And it is quite a bit like Lego Dimensions. Like there's software that comes with this.
Hey, people following the chat, can you see me right now? Sean's picture went off, so holy cow! Someone just sent me $5 for dancing. All right, I'm gonna quiet now because I think Sean's still talking. Oh, is this stream just Vinnk right now? For those who are seeing the stream, is Sean still visible for you guys? Oh, hello. Oh,
am I the one who dropped?
Yeah, you keep dropping, so I'm just alone in this thing. And thanks, Meep. Meep just gave me $5 for dancing. I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't, because like I think I've entered a different level of entertainer that I wasn't previously part of.
Oh, good grief. All right, hold on. All right. What the heck was I saying? I was talking about Labo. So
yeah, you're talking about Labo, yes.
So yeah, in a lot of ways it is like Lego Dimensions because it has software. And like every little piece of cardboard that you use to put it together as different kits that are special part of the variety pack, where there's like lots of different things you can do. You know, there's stuff on the menu which shows you all the different stuff you can put together, the estimated time it's going to take, and then there's like duplicated 3D versions of all those pieces within the game. You know, much like the Lego stuff. And not only that, but you know, they go through painstaking detail, taking you through all the features of the Switch, the HD rumble, the infrared camera on the right Joy-Con, all this stuff. And especially in that variety pack, there are really cool ways that you can use this, which reminds me of basically a way better version of the music portion of Mario Paint.
Yep.
Like that keyboard that you can make, like there are a lot of pieces to it. The way it basically works is that you slot. Hold on, I'll get out my Switch to demonstrate.
Ooh.
My nice Zelda case. Nice. All right. So if everyone watching home can see this, there's this camera on the bottom of your right Joy-Con there. That's an infrared camera, and I think it's also an emitter in there. What ends up happening when you put this software is it actually updates your Joy-Con software, which I didn't realize it had its own firmware, but I guess that makes sense. They're wireless. So if you had any like previous settings about how the HD rumble works, it overwrites them completely and says, nope, we're doing this now because this is how the game needs to work. And so you end up sticking this into this cardboard slot, and it gives the camera in there this wide angle view of the inside of this keyboard. And there's this special reflective tape that comes with it. So not only do you put the cardboard together, you tape it together with the special tape or the notches or whatever. And it's able to read this in a really similar way to how like the light gun would read the different targets on the screen for Zapper games for CRTs. So, but you know, in this case, you know, it's a real life object, so you don't have to worry about, you know, having whatever 3D TVs in the future where they don't have flat screens anymore and the refresh rate's like 1,000 hertz or whatever. It'll probably burn your eyeballs off. But the point being is that like there's a special program where you can see all this stuff working in real time, and like the detail that the camera can go to, which honestly reminds me a lot of how the Kinect was built to work and never kind of fulfilled that promise except for some really kitschy stuff. Yeah. But like this is kind of niche too, I guess. But like, you know, because it's all like visual and camera based, you can push like all the keys down at the same time and they'll all make noise. You can stick things like, you know, that rotates, like control volume and everything. Yep. And so because of the proportions and the size of the tape on there, it's able to track it and work like a digital knob does on an actual physical deck these days. Yeah. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with that.
Can't you also put in like wave tables to make custom sounds or something?
Yeah. You can. There's actually like a template, like a cardboard template you can use. Then you can copy it, put in your waveform, and like dude, like that video that I want to do, that music video that I want to do for Spring Dojo. I wish I had the time and wherewithal to write that song in Labo. I don't. Maybe I'll do it after we do the video and then share that with people so that they can do their own stuff too. But I mean, just this one piece of the variety pack, the possibilities are friggin' endless.
Well, I really want to get it because I think it would be a very cool introduction to coding for my kids.
Yes, absolutely, because you can like map and program all the different sounds and to like not just music but actions.
Have you seen some of the things people have been making in this?
No, but like we should link to that in the show notes for sure. There are some cool videos out there already.
And this thing's only been out for a short amount of time, but like, yeah, I mean, and by the way, Nintendo finally conquered the losing money from used games, because you would never buy a used Labo.
Yeah. It's interesting though, because they do take a lot of time to explain to you, especially if you're younger, because I'm assuming kids are going to play with this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, if when the cardboard starts to kind of wear out, how to repair it with like Scotch tape and stuff. Like, you know, they're aware of the limited not shelf life, but you know, the limited viability and wear and tear on cardboard. And at least for now, you can buy replacement cardboard from Nintendo's website. So for as long as that goes, like you know, we're always so like worried about preserving games for the future, you know, and like all this plastic and stuff. And we could absolutely, you know, once Nintendo stops selling the cardboard, or you just don't have the forms for it anymore and the right kind of tape, then you can't do this stuff anymore.
Ooh.
But I mean, it's barely been out for a week, and I'm worried about this already.
Well,
you know?
I mean, what's nice is Nintendo put PDFs of all of the things up. So theoretically,
Okay.
if you download those in the future, you'd be able to. I mean, it would take a lot of work, but you'd be able to print out your own pieces and things.
Okay.
So like
Well,
that's pretty cool.
The other thing that Phil theorized was that because it's all based on like proportions and distances and whatnot, you don't have to have everything at the size that is in that. You could scale things up as long as the camera is able to see everything, and you know the distance isn't too much for the camera to see, as long as the proportions are all exactly correct. You could make like a life-size piano keyboard out of like wood or plastic, or like 3D printed or something, so that it lasts longer and doesn't fall apart like cardboard does. As long as you can, you know, solve the elasticity problems of these materials.
Yes,
but yeah.
I know about video game collectors, and it'll only be good if it's the original cardboard. The description's got to be like box complete in box.
Oh my god, yeah. How much is like a Labo box like unseal or like mint gonna be worth in like 10 years?
I would say, you know, I'm gonna take it back to there was a Apple II program that I had when I was a kid called the Toy, and it was made by Borderbound, the people who made the print shop, and it was basically with anything, but it basically allowed you to print out these toys that you could put together, these paper craft things, and there were little parts in the box. And I never used it because even then I was like, if I make these toys, then I don't have the toys anymore. I'll just keep it in the box. Yeah, I was one of those.
Right. Sorry, I'm tweeting our URL out because I forgot to do that at the beginning of the show, or during the break is when I meant to do it.
Yeah.
So. All right, so that was.
Do I need to dance again? Do I need to fill time?
Oh,
it worked out well last time.
That's my future retro, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is already super cool. Like if this came out in the 80s, I could see myself making a video about it today. So I'm just saying.
I mean, it's very cool. I was gonna get one over the Golden Week break, but I just didn't have time. But I definitely want to maybe during the summer I'm gonna get one of these and put it together with my kids. I think that's gonna be super fun. Is it gonna be the next smash hit for Nintendo? I'm not sure, but it's it looks very cool. I think the main problem is the target audience for Nintendo Switch right now is people our age. You know what I mean? And well, then again, people who are our age have kids. Some of them, I don't know.
Well, there's certainly an age floor, especially because these things are made out of cardboard, and like not just like damaged like directly, but you know, worried about incidental stuff like, you know, water spills, getting stepped on, getting put in mouths. I mean, you know, sticking cardboard in your mouth is going to ruin your good time pretty fast, I think.
Well, sticking most things in your mouth is going to ruin your good time pretty fast. Unless
hey, that's debatable.
Okay, now, Sean, I'm gonna let you finish, but we've had requests for some Vinnk dancing, and I need to do that. All right, now.
Fine. Just dance okay, away.
I'm dancing.
Dance, monkey, dance.
All right, it's really hard to dance in this thing, but we've had multiple requests to do dance magic tonight.
Go on internet for money.
Dance magic, dance magic, dance magic, dance. Nope. All right, sorry. Yeah, that's happening. All right. For those people who are on the podcast and are thoroughly confused now, if we haven't edited this part out, I held up the case for Labyrinth, which is how I learned a lot about life when I was 8. Do I still need to is dancing still happening? Okay, Sean, I'm carrying this podcast right now. All right.
I'm just letting you do your thing, man. Just, you do you.
All right.
Trent will come back to your question when we get to the Shame segment. I think that sounds good. Let's let Vinnk talk about his pile of shame, or dancing shame.
There's a lot of shame going on. There's a lot of shame going on here, all over. And you know what's worse than dancing for money, Sean?
Dancing for no money?
Dancing for no money, yes. When you dance quite a bit and everyone's like, haha, we made him dance. Moving on. Okay, anyway. Pile of shame. Gosh. Shame. Okay, let's start. My pile of shame is micro consoles.
Weren't we just talking about this?
Yes, we were.
Wait.
So
I got you that SNES Classic.
I know, it's so nice. Thank you. What? If I open it, it won't be in the box.
Son of a. Fine. You better buy and play a Super Famicom Mini then.
All right. Okay. Hold on. A Super Famicom Mini like this one that's still in the box.
All right. You win. You win this round, sir.
No, you win. I'll unbox it right now. I'm gonna unbox it right now.
No, save it for a video. No.
See, this is why I can't do anything, because everything we gotta save for videos.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Thank you for the close up of your hand. No, but that's exactly it. Like, I buy all kinds of things and I'm like, I should play this, and I'm like, maybe I should play this on a video, and then I just wait, and then we don't do the video, and then yeah.
That's actually the reason I stopped playing Breath of the Wild, because I kept wanting to record the moment when I would unlock a memory, and you can't have that moment again ever. And the save system is such that you can have like one save, but all the auto saves get pushed off after a while, and it's like I've already lost time trying to go back to an earlier save and then lose the auto save where I was to not want to risk that. So I just kept going after a while, but then I'm just like, well, if I'm not doing this for a video I'm never making, maybe I don't want to beat the game after all. That's my shame. So you haven't played any mini consoles? Do tell.
I would like to point out that someone just donated $2 for me to not dance. So I don't know. We've got $5 to dance and $2 to not dance. I think we're at the point where what the fans want is a small amount of dancing.
Yes. Dancing still wins. No one wants me to dance.
Yeah, I like how you're not even in this equation, Sean. Even though you're the one who's there live. All right.
Yeah, Terrence is pointing out that a live podcast unboxing would be great for audio listeners.
Wow, look at that. It's so great. Look, wow, look. Can you guys see this? No, you can't.
That's a bummer, dude. So talk about your shame for the audio listeners.
Okay. So micro consoles are definitely a thing for me, because I love the concept of them. I love that I'm getting this cute little miniature version of these things, but I'm very worried about. I don't even know what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about breaking them. They look like they're made of Nintendonium. They're probably going to survive longer than I am. So I think it's just I tell you what, I'll buy a second one to play. That's what I'll do. Because that's rational. How hard well Fox Mulder, hey, nice. Says, how hard is it to find other MST3K fans in Japan? Pretty hard. It's not a well-known thing here. Although one of our friends is a MST3K fan here, but it's mainly other foreigners because I don't think a Japanese translated version has ever been made.
Yeah, and since they're like, you know, bad American movies in English, I guess the cultural touchstones are a little bit different.
Although
it's like if we wanted to laugh at bad samurai films or something,
I suppose. Although Monty Python Monty Python has made the leap to Japan very well, but I guess that's a pretty visual too. So
okay.
All right. Robert is trying to pledge $5 to not dance by typing $5 to not dance rather than I don't know.
I think he's waiting for you to make a pledge not to dance before he gives it to you.
I see. I don't know. It's hard to make that pledge because if the music takes me, I have. All right. Yes, I do make fun of old samurai films. Well, not all old samurai films, just the Hanzo the Razor series. Is there a secret rice plan?
Hanzo is dead.
Well, I mean, yes. I believe Shintaro Katsu passed away in 1992, perhaps. Yes.
So basically, before I ever saw any of the Hanzo films.
Yes. Hope. Vinnk has the soundtrack playing in his head constantly. This is very true. Okay. So I suppose micro consoles are shameful because I do want to play them, and actually I'm going to fire this up because I have another shameful thing to share. Do you see the games listed on the back here? Can you see my micro console?
Yeah, it's a little choppy, but
all right. I have not played Super Mario RPG for the SNES. I have not played Secret of Mana, and I have not played Contra 3, the Alien Wars. I have not played.
Okay.
I have not played those 3 games. I think I've played everything else on the back of this. I haven't beat all of them, obviously, but that one I haven't. So there's my shame. I need to go back and play those games. So I will be hooking this up, and once we can get it on video, yes. Wait, hey, wait, you've got one of these. I can just open this, right?
Yeah.
All right, unboxing, which is great for an audio podcast.
I think we went over this, but sure, we'll do it for the video people and cut it out of the audio version. How about that?
Oh my goodness, that looks that it's even got the same like styling from the old like Super. How big is this thing? I've never actually taken one of these out. It's so cute. Look at this thing. It's smaller than the PC Engine.
You watched my video, right? The one we released this week.
Guys, I have another pile of shame to mention.
Well, fine. I see how it is.
It's okay. I liked it. All right. What about you? What's your pile of shame or future retro?
Dude, I did mine first.
You don't got another one?
Nope.
All right. Then let's take it to the audience.
Well, hold on. But we got to transition to the Denchi mail stuff. And I got to read a haiku first.
Of course.
I mean, come on. We got to process. You know, it's important. You know, we got this live. People are expecting a haiku.
I know. I studied journalism.
And I didn't, which is funny.
I know that when you're reporting news and when you're making an informative show, you gotta have the haiku. I understand these things.
All right, I gotta cue up the music again. Hold on.
All right.
How dare you, sir?
La la la.
Where is it? Transition, haiku. All right. Okay, almost ready. Whoa, did I put my, what are you doing? What happened? All right, are you ready for the haiku?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Retro gaming show. We are the No Brand Heroes and doing it live. You're welcome, everyone.
It live. Yeah. Apparently someone's going to pledge if I snort all the coke. Okay. Sorry, I was just getting my Virtual Boy Mini.
We have some questions. We have some questions waiting.
My Virtual Boy Mini. Okay.
From the chat yet. Let's get to those first, and we'll take some from the audience here if anyone wants to ask us any questions.
Yes.
So for the Denchi mail segment, what we do is we answer questions for listeners and viewers. Since you guys are all live here, instead of doing like a voicemail or a pre-recorded thing, you guys can come up and ask us a question or ask us over the chat, and we'll answer it live on the podcast.
Okay.
I'm going back to the chat questions that we didn't answer. Just a second.
All right.
How about you pick one and I'll pick one?
Okay. From the chat? Okay. Okay, this one comes from Romeo Technic. Ooh, nice name. All right. And he says, what do you guys think about the Capcom $100 Mega Man games? Since they are not official, do you consider them repos or not? Well,
I haven't heard about this.
Okay, they're reprinting. I believe it's Mega Man 2 and for the Super Nintendo Mega Man X, and they look very nice. They're in like blue cases. Actually, they look like Color Dreams blue.
Who is the they in this case?
They is I Am 8-Bit. Who does all the like special editions for games and stuff like that. They did like a special edition for No Man's Sky and Rez and things like that.
Okay, so it's like a legit licensing deal, or they're not just like pirating?
Yes,
okay.
It is legit license, but $100. I mean, I guess that's actually probably the price you'd pay for one of the originals, but I'd rather have the original.
Well, yeah, the original cartridges now are worth like $100, which makes no sense to me. Yeah, why would you pay for the reproduction? It doesn't. I don't know why. I don't know why you would.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks pretty nice, but
yeah,
I don't know. For me, I'm not very interested in them at all. But what I do like is that in Japan right now, some of the really rare games, or there was a Satellaview only game that was just re-released on Super Famicom cartridge. And those are either impossible to play, or they had this one game that was like a fighter done by the people who did Cho Aniki, I think, and like the cartridge sells for like, I don't know, $700-800 here, but they did a repo of it recently, and I think that's awesome. I would buy a repo, an officially licensed repo of a game like Panzer Dragoon Saga, for example, or something that's like impossible to get. But these, I don't know, Mega Man X and Mega Man 2, neither of them are rare. I guess they're expensive, but I don't see the point of these repos. And they're not really repos because I don't know. Yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think, Sean? Would you pay $100 for any reproduction of a game, even if it's licensed?
Well, I mean, since our alternatives for some of these games are just soft copies, maybe. But I mean, yeah. Since I can find the originals out in the wild somewhere and play them, I don't think I'd shell out money for like a brand new version unless I cared about like boxes and manuals and stuff, which I don't.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
All right. I want to go to Trent Howard's question. He says there's a rumor that Sega lost the source code for most of the Saturn games. What do you guys think about that possibility? Well, that's horrifying. I had not heard this rumor. Do you have a source for that, Trent?
I don't know about a lot of Saturn games, but I know that the source code for Panzer Dragoon Saga was lost.
Oh my gosh. How do you...
Yeah.
I guess I didn't really consider that to be an issue. Like, this isn't like Doctor Who in the 70s or whatever being recorded to VHS, or 60s too, I guess.
Like, the game still exists, but they can't, but they would not be able to easily do like a remaster or a port. Basically, all that they could do is make more copies of the physical disc, which I can't see anybody doing. So that's one of the reasons that it demands such incredibly high prices. Like, you had the original Panzer Dragoon game, which got ported to the PC as well, and then I'm guessing would still exist for things like that. Any of their old arcade games, I don't know, but yes, I know for sure that Panzer Dragoon Saga's source code is gone. As for other Saturn games, I'm not sure. That's the one that I remember, though, because a lot of people have been asking over the years for it to be ported to, like, to have an HD remaster or something, and they wouldn't be able to without completely remaking the game, which they should still do. Because
well, I mean, they could technically reverse compile it. Maybe it'd be really hard to go through, but yeah, there are ways. There are ways without starting completely from scratch, assuming that's the kind of thing. I mean, do you even need the original source code to do an HD remake? Can't you like do it in the spirit of the original game and just call it good?
Well, exactly, but right now in HD remaster, you basically just up the polygons, but it still has the same physics. It still has the same
that
engine,
makes sense.
All that stuff. You'd have to recreate that, and that team, the team that did that, they Team Andromeda disbanded a long time ago. So hey, I'd kickstart that.
Romeo Technic is asking about the BS Zelda game.
Oh, sorry.
No,
he also asked about Sideburns. Okay, sorry. Continue.
So the BS Zelda game is the Satellaview only downloadable Zelda game that you played in 4 episodes, was it?
Something like that.
There's also other ones like the Mario Kart or whatever, the Mario Excite Bike Satellaview game, which we actually showed in one of our videos. And spoilers, it was emulated because you can't, unless you happen to find a cartridge that had the game downloaded to it. This stuff's lost to history, right? So, like, I don't know why Nintendo has never tried to release that stuff before, unless they don't have the assets. Like you're talking about Panzer Dragoon.
Well, it's possible that part of the assets were shared between the company that was doing the satellite service.
Sure.
Because it was a third party. I don't remember what, but like but like I know that like some of these games had like voice narration or whatever, and the rights to that stuff exists outside of Nintendo itself. So like I think for some of those things that would be really hard. But yeah, they should get, what they should also get on is releasing some of the stuff for the let's see, for the Nintendo Power System.
Oh yeah, because that's a very similar thing.
Yep.
Yeah, they have all these like Famicom Disk System games, and they're releasing those no problem. But all this other more esoteric stuff, what is going on?
I'm looking for this. It's buried. So this is hold on, let me open this up. This is a Nintendo Power cartridge. For those who can see, I was holding it up to the microphone for some reason because apparently the microphone can see.
That makes perfect sense to me.
But I don't even know what's on this one because, as you can see, there's no stickers. Do you see those slots for stickers?
Yeah, the numbered 1 through 8.
Yeah, basically, yeah, 1 through 7. I'm holding up a pure white cartridge right now, and these were rewritable like flash cartridges that you could go to the convenience store. I actually saw one of these units live, but it's before we started making videos, so I didn't get any recording of it. But because this service continued up until like 2003, maybe even later. No, it's later. It is actually after we started making videos, but basically. You could go there and you could pay a fee and you could have games written to this. And there were a lot of games exclusively released for the Nintendo Power cartridge. For example, Super Punch-Out was never released in Japan other than on this.
Right. And you did a video about, wait, I thought it was a pirate cart. Right. The version you have was a pirate cart, but you were talking about, yeah, we do a video about that. If you want to check that out on the channel.
We did. But there's all kinds of other things. They released all kinds of, and they had it for the Game Boy as well. Let me see if I have that. Here we go. And this is one of the Game Boy ones right here. Can you see that?
All right.
And you could do the same thing. You could put on a game, and there's a whole bunch of like kind of exclusive Picross games that were released on this. This cartridge has a couple of them actually. I know what's on this one. I've tried it. I haven't tried this yet. Shame, but as you can tell by the side label, I got this one at Famicom Dojo, and I just opened it for the first time. Now it could have anything on. It could have a Fire Emblem game on it. It could have pretty much anything. I'm hoping that, like, I have about 7 of these cartridges. Should I do a video about this?
Yeah.
Shame. All right. I'll do, you know what, then let me not spoil it. But those are the type of things. Nintendo has all of these things that I think people are very interested in. It wasn't until the Wii Virtual Console that we were able to get the original version of Super Mario Brothers 2. I know we had it in the remade version in the Mario All-Stars, but it wasn't until the Virtual Console that we were able to, that people were able to play the original.
I just want to mention that Core Fan is watching us from wherever he is on the interwebs.
Yep. Oh, he's not there?
Nope. He's watching the stream.
Core Fan, I still have your extension cord. I should really get that back to you. In fact, it's shame. It's probably in this room. Occasionally, I'm hooking something up, and it says right on it, like, this extension cord belongs to Core Fan, and I think to myself, I should really get that back to him.
Oh, good grief! All right, are there any questions from the audience? Anyone want to ask us anything about video games, about Famicom Dojo stuff?
I'd like to share a comment by Genki. This is honestly a fascinating panel to be at. Everyone seems engaged and having a good time, but almost all of them are watching the stream on their phones. This is why we keep losing connection here, because everybody's on their phones.
Everyone's streaming the same video.
This is
Guys,
like
we're streaming it right on the screen right here, right on the projector. It's fine. yeah. The chat is okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, sorry,
So,
you had a question to read. Go ahead.
Someone asked us about the season 2 Blu-ray. Should we talk about that?
Sure.
Or should we wait? We should talk about that? Okay. I feel fairly confident. Yeah, I feel fairly confident it's going to actually happen this time. We've been working on the Kickstarter on and off for a while. We finished a video and actually leaked it, quote unquote, a while ago to get some reactions out of it. Not a lot of reactions to be had because we, it didn't make its rounds without any help from us. But we have gotten some feedback on how long it was, how effective it was. So we're going to have a different approach, I think. And it's going to be part of when we transition out of the spring training into the 16-bit summer dojo. So first time we're announcing that. Woo! Yeah. So, look forward to that. That's also why we're winding down these t-shirts. There's going to be a new t-shirt exclusive to the Kickstarter having to do with the 16-bit wars, which is what we're going to call it. We have like a lot of branding already around that. So we just basically have to get all of our posts lined up, redo our video a little bit, and we can get this thing rolling, I think. And that's our plan. So for those who don't know what the heck we're talking about, we had this season 1 DVD. I'm going to hold it up to the camera here. Ooh. Thank you. That was very cool. And we finished that in 2008. And then started up season 2, as we called it then, in 2010. And I believe we actually premiered the whole like fighting ninja thing at GeekCon 2009, I want to say. So like, we were going like full blast into this thing. We got through a couple of episodes, and then what happened? The 3DS happened, and we switched gears back to the Famicom, and that was doing way better than our 16-bit stuff was doing. So I think we got one more video out. We did Neo Geo in 2012, and then ever since we've been like, all right, let's not do any more until we get our Kickstarter going. And now it's 2018. We've done a lot of videos since then, but we haven't gone back to the well to finish up the stories we wanted to tell about like the Famicom family stuff, what's going to end up happening with Nestor and Junior and Missy and the Famicom and all that stuff. Does anyone even care about the Famicom family drama, or is it just me? Okay. All right. Well, there is more.
I want to know what happens. This is all about me.
That's totally his voice too. Well, he doesn't speak English, right? So I mean, he probably can, just doesn't want to. Because when you're subtitled, why even bother?
Ego wakarimasen.
That's definitely not his voice. So we. I don't want to, it's kind of a sad subject. I really don't want to talk about it right now, but we had plans for how the real reason season 2 didn't get finished is because we had plans for how we were going to finish it, and those plans could no longer be realized. Maybe we'll talk about it at some other venture, or you can piece it together from things I've said before, but that was the real reason we stopped. We had to think of a new way to end it. And now we're doubly, because of the whole Channel Awesome implosion, we have another issue to deal with. Since Juwario was in some of our videos, and we're trying to figure out what to do with that. So we'll get it figured out, and we'll still announce the Kickstarter and get it going, but then we'll definitely address that issue and how we're going to handle it as the Kickstarter goes forward.
There's one more big reason. That we haven't been able to get Series 2 out on Blu-ray.
And what's that?
That no one in this audience has done a cartwheel yet.
I don't want to get sued.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, goodness. $5 not to cartwheel.
Everyone, we're going to do a mental cartwheel. So everyone, look Sean, aim at the audience. Aim at the audience.
I'm watching you all. All right.
Okay, aim at the audience.
Aim at the
Everybody.
audience. Okay, sorry.
Okay, here we go. Okay, everybody, get ready for the mental cartwheel. Ready?
We lost Miles.
Everybody?
Miles is on the floor.
All right. Okay. Okay, he's doing the physical cartwheel. Okay, everybody, get ready. We're gonna go. We're gonna mentally do a cartwheel right now.
All right.
You at home listening on the podcast, put your hands to your temples and get ready for a mental cartwheel. Are we ready?
All right.
1, 2.
Wait.
Mental cartwheel. Okay, and we lost the stream. Oh no! Hello? Is it just me again? Gotta dance. Gotta dance. Oh no, it's just me again. $5 to not cartwheel. All right. All right. All right. Oh, hey, we're back. We're back. You guys, your mental cartwheels caused a momentary lapse in the stream. You know what? You may not have noticed, but while Sean was talking, I left the room for a few minutes. And the reason was to get my Super Famicom because Sean willing. Does anybody want to see what's on this card?
Ooh.
No? Okay.
I'm going to run it back to me now that the cartwheels are over.
All right. All right.
All right. Good.
All right. This is probably a bad idea. All right, hold on. Okay. Oof. Okay. Oh man, I should have cleaned this place. I didn't know we were gonna do this. All right, here we go. Okay, let me move the mic.
Oh yeah, that snowball, for full disclosure, was courtesy of the Little Podcast Network when we first joined. So thank you very much to the Little Podcast Network.
Okay, can you see the screen?
This is the most roundabout stream we've ever tried to do.
Oh, definitely. Okay, can you still hear me?
You're making so much noise.
Ha ha! All right, we'll edit out the noise because that's something we can do because technology. Okay, can you see the TV? Let me turn the TV.
Wrecking Crew.
Oh my gosh, that would be perfect if it was Wrecking Crew. All right. Okay, this. Let's see what's on here.
Miles, you just subscribed now?
Oh man. Well, we finally provided content that he was looking for. and that content was mental cartwheels. All right, here we go.
Wait, no one watched.
Whoa. Oh wow, I didn't even have to clean it. Okay, let's see what's on here. Okay, we've got. All right, that RPG.
Boy, I can't wait.
And we've got. Well, let's try it. Let's see what's on here. Ooh, hello. Hello. That's. Oh my gosh, this is Parodius.
Perfect.
Oh.
I'm so excited.
Nice. Hello.
What a nice find. I'm very happy.
Such a
right
nice
now.
find. All right, let's play this. Nice.
Hey Vinnk, did you know that Parodius is a combination of the words parody and gradius?
And odious.
Yes, it is also odious.
All right. Now let's see how bad I am at video games. Okay. Oh man, definitely.
You have about 1 minute. We got to wrap this up. We got the light.
Flying baby. Flying baby.
The Nobran Constaff is God.
Oh man. All right. Hold on. I just got to be a flying baby for a little while. Oh, yeah. All right. Hold on.
Does the
hold
Konami
on.
code work?
Probably, but hold on. We're running out of time. Okay, I'm gonna make a full video about this stuff.
Yeah. It's good. See,
Oh.
preview. That's good stuff. So,
Now-
all right. We're gonna wrap it up now. But
Okay.
Thank you again, everyone who came. Thank you to No Brand Con. I've done 4 panels today. I got pulled into a 4th one. I was on the oh boy. Hold on. This is embarrassing. Give me a second. I was on the Migrant Thought podcast live earlier today, as well as doing a panel about YouTube and the one about Donkey Kong Soul Wars. They were all very well attended. Thank you all so much. Hope to come back next year. I've been in every No Brand Con since the inception. I kind of worked here before, though, so that's part of the reason. But thank you again, and we'll see you guys on the interwebs at some other points. And until next time, the dojo is...
The dojo is considering keeping the stream running in another room.
Okay, sure. I'll just not stop it and take the laptop with me.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
I'm actually gonna stop at Vinnk, and then we'll start a different one.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. Okay.